Hi everyone, Facebook Live. We're on the South Western Railway. We've actually caught a tube from Paddington and we have changed at Wimbledon, and from Wimbledon we're heading out to Hampton Court. So that's going to be our visit for today, and I'll just swing that around a little bit because we're looking a bit bright. So Hampton Court is a residence of Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. So we're going to go there and look at some history, and I think that they do reenactments of the Henry VIII and the Anne Boleyn story. However, I just don't know whether that's seasonal or not. So we're just going to go. Apparently it's amazing. The grounds are amazing, and the unfortunate thing is the gardens are closed for winter. However, we just still get a good look and feel of the place. I think it's going to be awesome. Hi Fatma, hi Andrew.
Hi Andrew.
So
Renee's on there too.
Renee, hi Renee. So a trip today out to Hampton Court, so you'll definitely get some glimpses of what we're going to be seeing there today. I think it's going to be pretty cool. We've only got 10 minutes before we arrive there on the train. Want to talk to you very quickly about expectations. Chris and I have quite high expectations of ourselves and of our business. We had a discussion this morning, and we feel that we should be much further ahead. And impatience steps in, and I know for every single person listening to this call, patience will be one of the biggest obstacles, one of the biggest hurdles. We had very powerful conversations at 10 for 10, and mainly with Jay. We had a conversation with Jay in the kitchen, and he said to us that you guys are 80% of the way there.
Even though we can't honestly, sometimes we feel it and know it, and other times we think, how much further is this away? Like, how much further do we, not further, how much, when are we going to, I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
The results.
When are they going to appear for us? Like I don't know, it's just tough, because you know that you're doing the work, you know that you're doing all the things that are necessary to be successful. And although we are successful, we still want to be more successful, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where we feel sometimes that we're a little bit stuck.
Yeah, I think that conversation with Jay highlighted the importance of trusting in the unseen. You really do have to have faith and belief and trust in the unseen, because you really don't understand how much progress you've made when you're living in this journey on your own. We don't even see that. You know, even though there's two of us, we still don't see the progress that we've made. And so it's really important to somehow, some way, build the trust in the unseen, because your belief does have to shift for the results to then appear and manifest. So the next conversation that we had at 10 for 10 was with Stu. And he said to us that you will be shocked at the day that the breakthroughs happen. Like, all of a sudden, you're doing the work, and then bang, like all of a sudden, things just open up, and you just get shocked, and you just sort of sit there in awe of what your life was and what it is now. And he didn't really say that it was sort of this slow progressive process. It's just like this big breakthrough, all of a sudden, bang, it happens. So again, it's having the faith in the leaders of this community that have seen and experienced this whole process, and really believing in them and believing in what they're telling you is true and accurate.
It's definitely something to take away, those conversations, because when you are in those moments, you need to absorb as much as you can. And I think that the conversations mean so much more later than they do at that time. I mean, you're in the moment and you're totally taking it all in. But it's when you're reflecting on those conversations that you realise that it's true. It really is true that we've done the hard work, we've done the foundational stuff, and all we have to do is just hang in there and keep doing what we're doing, because the breakthroughs are coming.
Fatma, yeah, I just want to talk to you about on being stuck. It is the worst feeling, it is. And I think that it's having these inspired breakthroughs that help to get you unstuck. And the way that you, it's trying to go live, I don't know whether it will still record. Trying to get unstuck is a challenge. The best way to do that is to revisit some of those modules, some of the training, some of those things that are going to give you inspired thought. That would be my best recommendation for that feeling of being stuck. Renee, I feel what Stuart said for you. You are almost at your peak. See, that just blows my mind. And you're right. Like, we had that conversation with Jay and with Stu, and they're saying the same thing. And it's like we're going, wow, like, what? It's weird how you don't see it for yourselves, yet others see it in you. And this is a whole nother conversation. We're at Berrylands now, Berrylands Station. This is about having this conversation because, you know, I remember doing a video 8 months ago, and when Chris had more faith in me than I had in myself. It's a very similar story. Again, you see how there's patterns that come up with the language and what we tell ourselves. When other people see the potential, and it's funny because there's someone that I met at Momentum Day. I've known him since Phoenix, and we had a conversation, and he will know, if he listens to this, he will know that I'm talking about him. And I see bucket loads of potential, like bucket and bucket loads of potential in him, and he does not see it in himself. And it's a clear reflection of what we all think about ourselves. We just don't see it in ourselves. So it's really good to and this is why having third-party coaching and having people around you that understand this journey, that can actually highlight to you what your talents and abilities are, and, you know, where you could position yourself. I think it's really, really important. So, Fatma, you're very welcome. It's stuck. That feeling of stuckness is not a great place to be sometimes, and you've just got to find that way. Inspired thought is a way of actually getting yourself out of that stuckness, because once you listen to material that's aligned to what you're doing, you then go, something will hit you, like a creative project, something that you think, wow, that's going to be good, right? I can see myself doing that, whether it be a blog, whether it be a video. We've been seeing and watching your videos that you've been posting. I think it's awesome. And the more that you do that, the more you're going to get out of that place of being stuck. And so many of us have been there and have done it, and some are still there. So inspired thought. Do you have any tips for that?
I think, you know, just keeping the faith, you know, that's really important, and holding on to that belief that that you are here to make a difference. And I think that's why we're all so connected, because we have that common purpose. We have something bigger than ourselves that we want to be part of, and if you can hold on to that and stay strong in your belief and your faith, you are going to become unstuck. And just one step at a time, just do one thing that's going to move you just that little bit forward. Just one thing at a time.
Yeah, one thing at a time. That's good. That's good advice. One thing at a time, consistently, daily. Is that an alarm going off? I don't know if you can hear that in the background. I don't think they could be breaking down here. I don't know. We could be walking the rest of the way. I don't know. Hampton Court. Well, I'm excited to go and visit Hampton Court. So I hope that you got something out of this. We did have a big conversation around this morning, and we did highlight, you know, things that are highlighted to us, identified within us that we don't identify within ourselves and our journey. And we see members come through. What's happened?
We're just having a break.
Oh, we're having a break with the alarm going. Who knows? So I can't remember where I was going with that now. So I think that we'll stop here now and check in with you guys again soon from Hampton Court. But again, we're very hungry. We're ready for lunch. It's lunchtime.
Lunch is on the agenda.
So we'll head for lunch and then we'll do some sightseeing and you can tap in from Hampton Court. Enjoying sharing this with you all and enjoying bringing it all to you, and hope you're getting as much value out of it as we are. Love you all and talk to you again very soon. Bye everyone.